The first one I'll tackle is the Palisades Arcadia baseball contract modification. Essentially, I'll try and keep this summary brief, but the short story is that we've secured another 30 years of professional baseball here in Dayton. So Major League Baseball is and has been in the process of revamping its minor league baseball program. Essentially, in Major League Baseball's view, not all minor league clubs operate the same. They are not the same quality. So they're working to refine the product that is delivered from its minor league program. So recently, Major League Baseball, you may have read or heard that the Dragons team owner received an invitation from Major League Baseball to obtain a player development license, which is basically a 10-year period wherein they'll secure their affiliation so long as they meet certain requirements that have really elevated from Major League Baseball. In order to help facilitate this process for our Dayton Dragons, the city and the team are proposing an expansion and extension of the current lease agreement that would have expired in 2030. So part of the commitment that we're proposing to you this evening is securing investment. We're committing to securing investment of up to $4.5 million in the stadium that is now 21 years old. That would be utilized for energy efficiency improvements, lights, things of that nature, and other improvements. We'll also afford the team exclusive rights to develop naming rights to the plaza that is immediately adjacent to the stadium. And we'll also support, as we have very recently, other funding sources, securing other funding sources such as economic development, applications from the county, as well as PDAC. I'm sure you know that very recently we were afforded state capital for this rather significant project that was identified even prior to Major League Baseball's new requirements that it would have a $15 million price tag. So the city is committing to, or with your approval, obviously, we will commit to moving forward and contributing to this project. The amendment also establishes terms that may enable the team owner, to purchase the stadium. They have until September of 2031 to exercise that option. Just as a refresher for the community, the stadium was originally completed in 2000, Y2K. So the cost at that time for the construction, with contributors being the city, the county, federal sources, the team kicked in a total of about $24 million for the original construction. And since then, between projects that the team likes to revitalize the stadium, create a new feature nearly every year, replace video boards, things of that nature. So the team has contributed over the last 20 years approximately $23 million to the maintenance of the stadium. And I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge how well they've done to take care of the asset and that initial investment. It does not look like it's 20 years old by any stretch of the imagination. So that's that, and I'll pause at this moment for any questions or comments. Happy to answer.
So before I call on commissioners, I want to congratulate staff and the Dayton Dragons management team. This has been working, and they've been working on this, I think, almost for 2 years, right, Joe? Around the agreement, isn't it?
Yeah, around the investment in the stadium, yes. Yeah,
and so
great.
The changes around Major League Baseball, which I could have some special words about Major League Baseball, but I will forego them right now, have really put some tightening on minor league ball. And, the investment in the stadium, as well as the things that they need to do to invest in the team, will be really key. I think the Dragons asset's one of the top assets in the country. mostly because of the support of the community and the sellout rate of the community. And so I'm really pleased we were able to get to this agreement and that we're voting on it tonight. So congratulations to staff and Dragons baseball. Any other comments or concerns or questions? Everybody good?
Just comment.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course, gosh, it doesn't seem like it's been 21 years since we started that. In years past, Major League Baseball, as well as some of the minor league teams, have done some significant investment in developing urban school baseball teams and softball teams. And I know we did have some of that in Dayton. I don't know how many years ago, but it's been some time ago, of course. Just wondering whether or not there's any talk of them trying to assist some of our local schools involving the development of some of the players and also girls softball, since it's a very similar sport.
The Dragons definitely have a philanthropic arm. You know, the focus of which I'm not quite certain exactly what their primary missions are, but I do believe making opportunities available to, at the very least, attend games where kids may not have the opportunity, focused on ensuring that those opportunities are made available. In terms of education, you know, they, to my knowledge, in a normal year, they would have multiple community day type events where kids can come in and they interact with the players and, you know, the bounce house kind of stuff and all of that at the stadium. So they do a number of those events each year. But we can explore with the team how they can better ingrain with the community in terms of actual skill development.
Okay. All right.
And we've done that, and Commissioner Mitch, we've done that in partnership more with the Reds as part of the overall Reds, Dragons, and the Play Ball initiative by the U.S. Conference of Mayors. And so that still continues on, and the Dragons are part of that, but it's part of that overall effort with Play Ball. And that's when, you know, we saw the investment over at
First Dayton, Little League,
Howfield, et cetera. So a lot of that is all connected, and that will still continue on. But if there's specific things, the other thing the Dragons did these past couple of years under Superintendent Lawley and Bob Murphy is they recognized all the valedictorians. This is pre-COVID. You know, we'd have all the Dayton Public School valedictorians come to the game, be recognized on the field, again, connecting like education and, you know, recognizing that this is one of our important living rooms in the community too, to be recognized. So I know they've been, you know, really about that as well as we try to showcase some of Dayton's talent. So they're very open to that and continue to do that kind of work. Any other quick questions or comments?
Mayor, I just wanted to echo your comments. I think in the midst of the COVID situation, to get this contract renewed at this time is really remarkable for our team and says a lot to the management of the Dragons as well as the community support. So thank you.
Yeah, and you know, the thing about it, the Dragon Stadium is the ripple effect and how development has just really blown up around the stadium. And will continue to do so. There were folks I remember that weren't too sure about making this kind of investment in downtown, but look at it now.
Commissioner Shaw, they've all been in favor of it. Just ask them now.
Of course.
I don't think anyone on this call in particular, but I just know that there was some nervousness. And we shouldn't be afraid of these kinds of development projects because they're catalytic for our community. And we should do more of it, and I look forward to the work that we will do in the future in this way.
Yeah,
our assets.
Great point.
Awesome.
To your point, Commissioner Shaw, some reports are $1.5 billion worth of projects completed since and around the stadium.
Right.
And I think we still lead the nation in terms of number of sellout games.
Correct. Number 2 is the Boston Red Sox. Correct.
Yeah.
1,385.
Yeah, there you go. And can't wait till we get back to it post-COVID, right?